Hello, everyone. I'm Yvonne, a children's librarian here at the Manchester City Library, and welcome to our winter steam-powered stories. These are story times that are aimed at grades 3 to 6 and have a science, technology, engineering, art, or math component. For copyright reasons, our stories are only going to be read in person at the library, so please visit our website to register if you would like to join us. In-person attendance is also going to guarantee that you get a kit to create our craft with, but I also thought that we could continue posting some of our crafts and activities here so we can share it with as many people as possible. So let's get into this week's steam-powered story. Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's steam-powered stories. This week we are looking at Chinese New Year, or the Lunar New Year, because it is based upon the lunar cycle, or the cycle of the moon. We do have a lot of really cool books here at the Manchester City Library if you want to learn some more about the Chinese New Year and the Zodiac, which is what we are going to be looking at a little bit. But the book that I most wanted to share with you guys today is The Great Race, the story of the Chinese Zodiac, written by Don Casey and illustrated by Ann Wilson. Some people might be familiar with the Greek Zodiac, which has to do with the stars that were above you when you were born. The Chinese Zodiac actually changes every year, so your Zodiac symbol is actually going to deal with the year that you were born, rather than the stars that were above you when you were born. And it does change on the Lunar New Year, or the Chinese New Year. So this year is actually going to be the year of the tiger. So we definitely have some tiger-themed crafts later on. If you guys would like to read this book, we do have it available at the Manchester City Library. And of course, we will have read it in person. If you want to attend Steam-Powered Stories in person, we do read stories, but we are not going to post them online because we want to keep these videos up and be able to share them with you as long as possible. But we do have this book and other books available if you would like to stop in and see us. All right, so I am going to put up a chart of the different animals in the Chinese Zodiac, as well as the different years that they are attached to. So I hope that you enjoyed figuring out which Zodiac animal was yours and which Zodiac animal belongs to your friends or family. If you do want to learn a little bit more about the Zodiac animals and what they mean according to the Chinese sort of mythology, you can come and look at books in the Manchester City Library. There's also some really good online information if you want to look that up yourself or with the help of a grown-up or an older kid. Just remember that even though these animals are supposed to kind of represent you and kind of maybe some of the feelings or interests that you have, it does not have to actually describe you. It really is for fun, so just keep that in mind if you decide to look more into it. But I hope you did enjoy that really quick look into some of the Chinese Zodiac animals. Now we're going to get a little bit more into some fun things that go along with Chinese New Year. So the Lunar New Year does kind of look forward to the beginning of spring and the beginning of the new year. So giving the house a good sweep so you'll have a clean slate for the new year, I think, is a good tradition, although maybe not as fun. We are going to also talk a little bit during our activity about the color red, which is a lucky color and is used in a lot of decorations for the Chinese New Year. Also, we're going to talk about how scaring away bad luck is really important, and that's done in a few ways, including in setting off firecrackers, in making some loud noises, and in giving offerings to lions or doing a lion dance. There really are so many really amazing traditions involved in this holiday. that we cannot touch on nearly all of them. But I hope that this will get you guys interested to do a little bit more reading yourself, or maybe talk to friends or family, or share your own knowledge of the holiday if it's something that you celebrate yearly yourself. I hope that you guys enjoy, and I will see you later. All right, everyone, welcome to this activity. It's actually really simple. Today, all you're going to need is a piece of paper. I decided to use a red sheet of paper because of the symbolism of red for Chinese New Year, bringing luck, and also actually protection, which is part of what we're doing with this. You can also, if you have some coloring supplies, we can do some of that later if you guys want. But first, we're going to start with our piece of paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a fireless firecracker. So firecrackers are set off during the Chinese New Year, both because it's fun and makes a really fun celebration, but also because the loud noises are said to help ward away bad luck and bad spirits. So what we're going to do is we are going to make our own cracker to help bring us all good luck, but we're going to do it with just paper. We're going to put it in front of us so that it is long ways, and we're going to fold that up in half so we have this nice line, and we are going to fold this edge to that line and press down. And then we are going to fold that up again. So we have our paper with only like one sheet, and then we have our folded edge here. Then we are going to fold that in half so that we have our folded bar on the outside. And then what we're going to do is you're going to take your fingers and lightly pinch the folded edge of that bar, and then the top corner here on the edge, we're kind of going to pull them apart from each other. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to pinch this corner and turn it like this. Okay. So we've got this sort of almost heart shape on this end, and we've got this little corner poking here. And now what we're going to do is we are going to fold just the corners so that this can move freely. And then we're going to snap this down really hard. And hopefully that will get us a good cracking sound. All right, there we go. And these are reusable, so once you have done that, all you have to do is refold this up, and you're ready to go again, just like this. All right, and what you can do for decoration, obviously you can decorate any of this that you want. I thought a kind of fun, kind of funny thing to do is to take the inside here, so not this side, but this side here, and you can decorate it. There. So this is not super pretty because it's just with the black and done really fast, but here I wrote bang and sort of drew some very boring black fireworks, so that when we do this, let's do this one more time. Then you can see that the drawings come out and are on the outside once you set your firecracker off. All right. Now, as usual, we're going to ask, why does our Fireless Firecracker actually do this? So for anyone who has kind of done steam-powered stories for a little while, you probably know something about how sound works, but we're just going to review it anyway. So basically, what sound is, it is the vibrations through air or any other molecules that make it their way to your eardrum, and then your eardrum tells your brain, oh, there's a sound. So we have to ask, what is actually vibrating? And in this case, when we make our little heart shape here and we pull it down, what happens is air actually gets trapped inside of this shape, and the air pulls this up, and the air actually is what vibrates with the paper. It's almost like hitting a drum, because the air is actually what is hitting the paper, and then the vibrations travel back through the air to your ear and make that really great cracking noise. So that's basically what is happening with our Fireless Firecrackers. I hope that you guys enjoy this safe alternative to firecrackers, and hopefully you don't annoy your family and friends too much. All right, let's move on to our crafts. Hello everyone, and welcome to the craft portion of our Chinese New Year steam-powered story. As usual, if you did come to our steam-powered stories in person here at the Manchester City Library, you will have gotten this lovely little craft kit. If you were not able to come in person, we will still have these out in the entryway to the children's room the week that this comes out, for as long as they last. So go ahead and grab yourself one if you can. If not, we'll go through what you need as we put everything together. So this week is also a little bit different because we actually end up having 2 crafts in here instead of our usual one. We have, of course, our instruction sheet, which does have the instructions for both. So we're going to start with our pipe cleaner ear of the tiger, which means you're going to want 2 full length, about 12 inches long, orange pipe cleaners. And then we have 3 pieces of pipe cleaner that are 4 inches long. So that's basically one more full length pipe cleaner that has been cut into 3 pieces. And then we also have a little square of black felt. You're also going to want some glue. You may want some scissors if you need to cut up your own pipe cleaner. We're going to have a black marker. This is mine. You can use any black marker. And then you're also going to want something. It can be a pencil, it can be a crayon, it can be anything that we can wrap our pipe cleaner around. Okay, so first of all, we are going to take one of our long pipe cleaners and we're going to put a little kind of loop in the very middle. And this is going to be the head of your tiger. So you don't want to make it too big, but go ahead and kind of give it a shape. I added the little ears onto it. And we're going to twist this. And we're going to actually use these legs of the pipe cleaner to wrap this head and give it its nice fluffy fur. There's partial wrapped, and then we're going to take this way. And there's our little tiger head. Next, take your second long pipe cleaner, and we're going to wrap this around whatever you have. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take here at the back of the tiger's neck, and I'm going to actually slide it onto the coil of its body. There we go. All right. Now for these 3, we're going to have 2 legs and a tail. So we can go ahead and take this tail and we're just gonna wrap it around the end of the coil of the body. And then we're going to take the legs and I'm going to slide that on here. We're just going to give it a little twist. And same with the front legs. Okay, and then we can bend these legs. Okay, so we have our felt square, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut out a little nose from the corner, and then I'm going to cut out a couple of eyes, and then I'm going to use this glue to add these to the tiger. All right, and last but not least, I'm going to use my black marker and I'm going to add some stripes onto him. All right, and here is our tiger, all ready to pounce. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that part. We do have one more craft in our kit this week, which is our walking tiger. So if you go ahead and pull out our pieces, we have this rectangle here, and I will put the measurements on the screen as well, just in case you need to make one of your own. And we have a little tiger face. So what we're going to do is once you have this all done, we are going to cut around the outside. Then we are going to cut up the dotted lines. You know, fold the outside rectangles that we just cut down. And these are going to be our legs. And then fold the middle ones up. And those are going to be our head and our tail. So go ahead and take your pencil or marker or whatever, and we are going to roll one of these that we bent up to be our tail. And then we are going to attach the tiger head to the neck. All right. You can also, of course, go ahead and put stripes on your tiger or decorate it however you would like. And the last thing we have to do is we are also going to cut off the little triangles that are on the feet. And here we are ready to test out our walking tiger. Now what we need to make our tiger walk is we need an inclined surface. So we're gonna have to make ourselves kind of like a ramp. So I got this cardboard and we're going to see what we can do to have our tiger walk. Now this is going to involve a little bit of experimentation with you at home. So because we have to figure out what is the best angle of the ramp. So do we need it to be steeper or do we need it to be less steep? And what kind of surface will best make our tiger walk down? So here we go. Our tiger is walking itself down the ramp. And the reason why it's doing that is because of the little corners, the little triangles that we cut off the feet. So basically that makes it rock itself back and forth because gravity is pulling it downwards, partially because of the head that we have on here. So it weighs it forwards, and the way that the tail is curled, kind of giving it a push and a forward momentum down the incline. And then, because we basically have it cut so that it will stand on its tippy toes, it rocks itself back and forth with gravity as it walks down the ramp. Now, if you're having a little bit of trouble, because it can be tricky, it took me a while to get it to work right, you want to make sure, again, that your ramp is adjustable so that you can try and get it at exactly the right height. And you want it to be not too slick, so you don't want it to be like a smooth plastic, but you also don't want it to have too much friction, like a carpet, so that the little feet will stick to it. Like even like a felt is going to cause too much friction. If you have some foam is good. Obviously, the cardboard also works pretty well. So I hope that you guys enjoy your experimenting. And if you decide to make more than one walking tiger, you can also have some pretty fun races down your ramp. All right, so that is our crafts for this week and our Chinese New Year steam-powered story. I hope that you guys enjoyed. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this week's steam-powered stories. I hope that you learned a little bit about the Lunar New Year or the Chinese New Year, and I hope you enjoyed our activities and crafts. I want to remind you guys that if you do want to join us in person at the Manchester City Library for your steam-powered stories, please go to our website and sign up. So if you want to join us for the next steam-powered story, it will be on February 15th. I hope to see you there, but if not, I am very glad that you decided to join us online. I also want to remind you guys that we do still have our winter reading program going on. So if you guys are going to be reading some books, you can go ahead and sign up either by coming in person to the Manchester City Library or going on our website and signing up through Read Squared. Just remember to record the minutes that you read, and then you can earn some fun prizes that you can pick up at the library. I hope you guys enjoy the next couple weeks, and I will see you then. Bye!